Welcome everyone to another VerbLing class. Tonight's class is academic English. We're going to look at some news stories in some local papers, take turns reading them, focusing on comprehension. But we will also deal with reading, writing, and pronunciation skills as well. Hello.
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Excellent. Just give me a second here. I'm fighting with the computer. Max, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Which part of Brazil?
I live in São Paulo.
Ah, okay. A rather large city
Yes,
with terrible traffic.
yes.
What part of the city do you live in?
I live next to University of São Paulo.
Nice. Well,
Have you
sorry?
been to São Paulo?
No, I would love to come to Brazil, but unfortunately for me and my back, it's a very, very long flight. And I don't like taking long flights.
Where do you live?
Canada.
I see.
Yeah, it's pretty long. Have you ever been to Canada?
Not yet. I would like.
Yeah, it's an interesting place. Either pick the summer or the winter, but you don't want to come early spring or late fall.
Why?
Well, the weather is just, there's no snow, but it's cold in late fall. And in the spring, it's cold, but nothing's alive. It's all dark and everything's dead. So not the time to come here.
I understand.
All right, William joined us. Hello, William. You wouldn't be from the U.S., would you?
No, I'm not. I'm from Peru, actually.
Sorry, you're from where?
Peru? Can you hear me?
Peru.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your volume's very quiet. It's hard to hear you.
Mm.
All right, and what's the weather like in Peru today?
It's kind of cloudy right now. Not that
Same
hot,
here.
not that cold. Kind of like mild weather, like temperature.
We've got a bit of the same here right now.
Oh, really? But isn't it like summer, or I think it's supposed to be autumn?
Yeah, but it's also like Canada, eh? So our summers end pretty quickly. It's 12 degrees right now.
Oh. Okay.
Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I prefer like a colder weather than hot weather, actually, because at least during the summer, you cannot take more of your clothes off to feel refreshed, you know? But in the
Yeah,
winter,
but
you can
see,
always put
here's
more
the
clothes.
thing with heat. You can only take so many clothes off before it becomes too hot.
Right.
Whereas cold, you can always put more clothes on.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree on that.
All right, Max. Well, stay tuned. I just want to see, or sorry, William. Just a second. I want to see Max. Hi, Max.
Hi.
Hi, Max. Where are you from?
Uh, I'm from Brazil. I think you have asked me before.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. I was doing a lot of work before class, and I thought, class is in 5 minutes, so I better get downstairs. So sorry about that. And Hyde, I know I haven't talked to you yet. Hyde from Japan, how are you?
Nice to see you again.
It's good to see you, Hyde. Well, what I like to do, guys, for academic English is simple. I find a newspaper article. We take turns reading it. The one main thing I want you to do is this. Understand what the story is about. Focus on the main point of the story, details about the story. Don't worry about vocabulary. Don't worry about pronunciation. Okay, that's not the main point of the class. I will help you with pronunciation. Okay, but comprehension is the main focus of this class. We'll also do some writing at the end as well. So I do have one story here. It's about a giant dinosaur. I would suggest each of you go into Google Drive, because it is in Google Drive that I have this article. And I'll have Hyde start off by reading the title for us.
Giant dinosaur in the water, Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus. Yeah, I've never heard of that one myself. And Hyde, could you read the next paragraph too?
Scientific detective work spanning 100 years and 3 continents has revealed the first swimming dinosaur, a fish-eating beast that paddled like a duck and was bigger than Tyrannosaurus rex.
Okay. Good. All right, Max, are you in Google Drive?
Yes, I am in Google Drive, but I think you haven't shared nothing with me.
I have it shared to everybody. Go ahead and read the paragraph pasted in group chat then.
Okay. Spinosaurus had powerful jaws and teeth. It probably had outsized arms with flashing, scythe-like claws. The University of Chicago Paul Sereno, one of the scientists who reported the finding this week's Science, told reporters what sorry, I can't pronounce that word.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. It wouldn't have been fast on land, but you would not want to encounter this animal.
Okay, let me hear you say scientists.
Scientists.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
No, Wednesday.
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 Yeah, it's kind of like this.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
Yeah. Synth-like. Or sci-like. See, that scythe-like. Sorry.
Scythe-like.
Good. Excellent. All right, next paragraph, please. Go ahead, William.
I cannot see the file.
Okay, well, why can't you read what's in the group chat then?
I don't know. I don't see anything.
Okay, well, I can't help you. If you can't see it in group chat or in Google Drive, then there's not much else I can do. So you don't see it in group chat?
No. Probably
Okay.
because I'm on my tablet.
Yeah, no, you won't be able to participate then. You'll just have to listen. All right, Keiko, could you read the next paragraph, please? Hello, Keiko? All right, hi, could you read the next paragraph, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. The findings took this dinosaur that we already knew was weird and made it even weird, says paleontologist Matthew LaManna of the Carnegie Museum of Natural History, who was not involved in the study. It's the kind of thing that makes you feel like a kid again.
Weirder.
Weirder.
Yeah, paleontologist.
Paleontologist.
Pale?
Paleontologist.
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 Excellent. Max, could you read the next paragraph, please?
Okay. The dinosaur formerly known as Spinosaurus Egypticus, meaning spiny lizard of Egypt, was unearthed in Egypt a century ago and named by German scientist Ernest Stromer. But Allied bombs pulverized these bones during during the Second World War, and only fragmentary fossils were unearthed in the following decades. With little to go on, scientists assumed that Spinosaurus Spinosaurus looked like its more primitive landlubber relatives, only bigger.
All right, let me hear you say looked.
Looked.
Pulverized.
Pulverized.
Those.
Those.
Egypt.
Egypt.
Egypticus.
Egypticus.
Yeah, I never heard of that word myself either. All right, next paragraph. Now, unfortunately, William can't see the text, so we'll just have to skip him. He can listen. Keiko, could you read the next paragraph, please? Okay, Keiko, still not there. Hide if you want to read again, please.
Says paleontologist Thomas Holt of the University of Maryland, who was not a member of the research team. No one really pictured a large amphibious amphibious carnivorous dinosaur. That wasn't where the evidence was pointing us in the past, but that's where the evidence points now. Thanks to the mysterious mustachioed man. Papers kept in the German castle and fossils scattered around the world.
Okay, mustachioed.
Mustachioed.
Amphibious.
Amphibious.
Carnivorous.
Carnivorous. Carnivorous.
Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah, it's looks like Maryland, but it's Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah, that's how the locals say it. Okay, next paragraph. Keiko, can we hear you this time? Nope, apparently we still can't hear you.
Hey, teacher.
Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me, teacher?
I can hear you, student.
Okay.
All right.
It's Kako, teacher.
Yes, Kako, could you go ahead and read the paragraph, please, that I pasted in group chat?
Okay. The unmasking of Spinosaurus began when University of Chicago paleontologist Nizar Ibrahim was visiting Morocco in 2008. A local fossil hunter who'd recently unearthed some bones showed a box full to Ibrahim, who suspected the bones belonged to Spinosaurus. Ibrahim made sure the fossils went to a Moroccan university.
Paleontologist.
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 Thank you. All right, William, could you read the next paragraph, please?
Where am I right now? The
I
only?
just the only, yes.
Okay. The only known dinosaur adapted to life in water, Spinosaurus, swam the rivers of North Africa 100 million years ago. The massive predator lived in a region mostly devoid of large terrestrial land eaters. I can hear myself. Kind of confusing. Um, so self-sustaining mainly on huge fish.
Okay, we're losing you, William. Your voice is breaking up and it's very distant.
I'm sorry.
Predator. Can you say predator, please?
Predator.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You've got some sort of strange echo, or your the voices. I don't know what's happened, but it's just gotten a little strange.
Yeah, I feel like an echo. I don't know.
All right, Claudio just joined us. Claudio, could you read the next paragraph, please?
Sure. A year or two later, paleontologists in Milan showed Ibrahim some bones they had recently received. Ibrahim had a flash of recognition. These fossils had, he realized, were from a Spinosaurus, the same Spinosaurus he'd seen in pieces in a cardboard box in Morocco. He needed to find the Moroccan fossil hunter, but knew nothing about them. Only that he had a mustache, mustache,
Mustache.
mustache, mustache, mustache.
Moroccan.
Moroccan.
Excellent.
Excellent.
No, I mean to say well done.
Okay.
I've been waiting for somebody to do that for years, and you're the first to do that. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Hyde. Next paragraph, please.
As such, that seemed, Abraham said, like Mission Impossible, proved otherwise when the mustachioed man walked by the Moroccan cafe, where Ibrahim was drinking tea in 2013. The man led Ibrahim to the spot in the Moroccan desert where he'd find the Spinosaurus bones, and Ibrahim and his colleagues recovered even more pieces of fossil.
Okay, thank you. There is no link, or at least I don't know how to get the link, but if you go into Google Drive and you click on class notes, it should show up.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Hyde. Mustachioed.
Mustachioed.
Well done. All right, William, are you back with us? Poor guy's having trouble tonight. Keko. Next paragraph, please. Okay, Claudio, next paragraph, please.
Scientists reconstructed Spinosaurus by combining the new bones, fossils from collections in Europe and North America, and records Ibrahim unearthed at the Stormer family castle in Bavaria and elsewhere.
Okay, good. Next paragraph, Hyde. Or sorry, yes, Hyde.
The scientists. This new version of Spinosaurus had dense bones, as do animals that spend much of their time in water. Its nostrils lay far back on its long snout, allowing it to breathe when partially submerged, and it had hip and leg bones like those of water-dwelling animals that had evolved from creatures that stayed on a solid ground. All the evidence pointed to dinosaurs that had taken to the water, something never found before.
Right, thank you. Version.
Version.
Much better. Version. Excellent. All right, last paragraph, please, Kiko. Hopefully you can speak.
It really shows. Can you hear, teacher?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. It really shows that dinosaurian diversity is even broader than we thought it was, Holt says. And it shows that sometimes scientists' predictions are true and sometimes we are wrong, because nature is really complex.
All right, thank you very much. All right, guys, now let's see how much you guys recall from this story. Because I don't know why, maybe it's just a bad day for the internet, but people keep losing their connections. So,
That's really a difficult word. I don't know.
Mustachioed, meaning I have a mustache, right? Mustachioed. I know it's a finger, but you know, this is what a mustache is. Hair on the lip.
Yeah, I guess that, but other things.
Well, yeah, some of these words are scientific and don't feel too bad about those, but dinosaurian, paleontologist, predator, amphibious. I wanted to give you guys a story tonight that wasn't about people dying, about war, about pestilence, and all sorts of bad things, and talk about a vicious creature that once roamed the earth, but does not anymore. So, Hi, what do you remember about this story? What can you tell us?
Researchers found some newborn about dinosaur in the Moroccan desert. It's different from other dinosaurs. It all had already found. The dinosaur was living in the water, so they had some spine bones. Like that, I'm not sure.
So, what is a dinosaur?
Dinosaur is it said like lizard or something, but very big, like Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Who else can tell me about dinosaurs? So, thank you, Hyde. Oh my gosh, I'm losing everybody in the class. What's going on with the internet tonight, or our connection? Why is this so bad? We started off with a lot of students. Well, Keiko, what can you tell us about dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs were very, very ancestral animals that lived both on Earth and in the water. Some of them were aerial animals like um, ancestors of the today birds.
Mm-hmm. Actually, a good
They were
point.
very.
Tell me more about that. So, are dinosaurs dead, Keiko? Or did they evolve?
Yes, they were extinct during harsh storms
Are you
on the
sure?
surface. Harsh storms, for example, hurricanes on the surface of Earth. There is a theory that try to explain that dinosaurs were extinct because of the shock of celestial bodies against the surface of the earth.
I don't know if that's true. Now, you said that some dinosaurs became birds, right?
Some birds seems to be descendants of dinosaurs that could fly, as
Well,
as as well lizards maybe are descendants of some kinds of amphibious dinosaurs.
well, I don't know if that's true. Now, what I have heard is that modern day birds evolved from dinosaurs. If this is the case, then, well, maybe dinosaurs didn't become extinct in the way we thought they did, and some of them evolved to become birds.
It's possible, teacher, that some species could survive in the tough conditions. Um, I I I am not sure, but I don't doubt that some species from the ancient time survived and evolved until come to the currently species.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
it's a possibility. I am
yeah.
not sure, but I am designing a hypothesis.
What do you think, Hyde?
Yeah?
Yeah, what?
Um, what about dinosaur?
Hyde, were you listening?
No.
Hyde?
Actually, I can't listen to other students.
Why not?
I don't care about them. Sorry.
Well, yeah, but Hyde, see, a lot of times when people are speaking, they have different dialects or accents, and
Yeah. So
understanding
I
is
don't
very
care.
important.
Oh, sorry, I don't care of that. I don't listen to other students' opinion always. It
Okay.
might. I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, it makes it hard to have a discussion, though.
No, but not intentionally.
Okay.
It's my characteristic.
All right. So, dinosaurs aren't extinct, Hyde.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Because it said that dinosaurs are too big, so they ate a lot of things, and finally they lost their food and they died. Or another is the Earth getting colder and colder. It became ice age. Then they died.
Well, no, Hyde. I said they didn't die.
Extinct.
No, they didn't become extinct.
Why? Because we've never seen any dinosaur in this age.
We haven't?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a bird?
Only bones or some fossils.
No, birds are descended from dinosaurs, so are not birds a continuation of dinosaurs?
Have you ever seen dinosaur?
Yeah, I saw a couple today. Right? So, if we understand that birds evolved from dinosaurs, there's a lot that birds have in common, then yes, a lot of dinosaurs did die out, but dinosaurs didn't all become extinct. And this is something that not a lot of us are aware of, but there is significant evidence that birds emerged from dinosaurs. Okay? A certain type of dinosaurs, I think they're called theropods. But yeah, this is something that scientists believe is true, that birds evolved from dinosaurs. And if we look at the velociraptor, for example, which is a rather small and agile dinosaur, we can see how this could be true. It's even believed that many dinosaurs had feathers covering them instead of just skin. What do you guys think of that?
Yes, I heard yesterday, several days ago, I was watching TV. There was some scientist. He studied the dinosaur for long. Then he said, like research or something, it's very sure. Most of the case they had a feather or fur. And the size is not that big as they said, like Jurassic Park. Almost all dinosaurs that era were small, like dogs and cats.
Yeah, there were a lot of small ones. What do you think, Keiko?
I think that possibly birds descend from small dinosaurs, but there are big birds like eagles, for example, that maybe are descendant bigger from bigger dinosaurs, and possibly the feathers originated later after the catastrophe that destructs the most part of dinosaurs. The
Destroyed.
biggest destroyed. that destroyed the most part of dinosaurs, especially the bigger ones who could not run as rapidly as the smallest, and maybe uh, they experimented starving because they couldn't compete with the smallest.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly true. We do know that there was a couple of major catastrophes. One, there were volcanoes in Russia that had been erupting for hundreds of years, which had altered the climate. And then, of course, this nasty asteroid that struck the Yucatan Peninsula, which kind of put most of the dinosaur population over the edge. So we did have a major die-off of species on the planet. But it wasn't the asteroid itself that wiped out the dinosaurs. It was what had happened prior to the asteroid, but it was kind of the tipping point. When we think of tipping point, imagine I'm holding onto something here like this. I'm just barely holding onto it. It's tilted. If I push it further, it's going to fall. So it reaches its tipping point, and then over it goes. So life on Earth was stressed up to the asteroid hitting, and then when the asteroid hit, it wiped out a lot of life. But not all of the dinosaurs became extinct. Some evolved.
There is a theory that the shock was so intensely that it caused changes in the position of Earth, the axis of the Earth, and
Yes.
and it caused changes in the climate, in the huge changes in the climate. Possibly it provoked starving because of extinction of plants. But I suppose some kinds of even of the biggest dinosaurs have survived so far. For example, whales seem to be a kind of dinosaur.
No, whales?
I suppose, teacher.
What about sharks?
They are sharks. They are very strange, very exceptional being, strangely large. Seems to be dinosaurs, lizards, for example, crocodiles. I suppose there are surviving dinosaurs.
Yeah. Well, there are some strange creatures around today that are believed to have survived the era of dinosaurs.
For example, Nessie, right?
No, Nessie's not real.
Yeah, I got some news today. Nessie is Scotland, but Scotland is voting to be independent, right? Before your lesson, you said. Then Nessie will belong to England.
Well, maybe, but it is not real. Most likely what they saw would have been a sturgeon, but if you've ever heard of this fish called the alligator gar, it is unlike anything today. It's dated back to the prehistoric period. It's a fish, and its scales are actually made of enamel, or an enamel-like substance. And if you're not careful, they'll tear your skin. These are the fish's scales. Okay, they're very sharp. And it's believed that this fish survived the extinction, the mass extinction, and survives today, only to be threatened by man.
And the scientists said there are many kind of birds in that era. They had feather and fur. Maybe they remain in this era. So the animals have fur or hair or feather came from that bird, and not the dinosaurs.
Could be, yeah. Could definitely be. Yeah, good point. Keiko, what do you think?
Sorry, teacher, but I have not been concentrated enough to pay attention. Sorry. Can you
Paying attention?
Can you repeat the question, teacher?
Yes, what do you think? Referring to Hyde's comments.
Sorry, teacher, but I was searching on Google and did not pay attention. Sorry, Hyde.
Okay, well, neither one of you is listening to each other. This makes it very hard.
We have same tendency. I'm so sorry, teacher.
Yes, well, well then let's end the discussion and see what else can I do with the remaining time. No, I don't have anything else. All right, well, what I want you to do is I want you to go search the internet, since you guys like to do that, and I want you to come up with some facts about dinosaurs and birds and how they're very similar to each other.
I think there were big and small dinosaurs. And maybe the biggest, the most of the biggest were extinct. The smallest, because of their capacity to move faster, could survive, could run in search of feeding, and because of that, possibly they could survive easier than the others.
They did survive a long time.
I think the smallest could survive,
Well,
and evolve to the current species.
do you think we'd ever see large creatures like dinosaurs again?
Maybe we are descendant from some species of surviving beings of that Eve.
Well, actually, no. It is a known. Well, according to science, it is believed that we descended from mammals. We are mammals, and we descended from very small rodents that managed to survive the asteroid strike. In fact, we were very small scavenging rodents, the thought is believed. That's
Rodent.
based on one documentary that I watched. I don't know. I'm not a paleontologist, so I can't really speak to that very well. What do you think about that? Keiko? Are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Did you say rodents?
Rodents, yes. Rodents are mammals. So do you think that's possible?
I don't. I didn't doubt it's possible. Maybe as accordingly to the evolution theory, we and the today monkeys are descendants from a common ancestor, and maybe this ancestor could be descendant of a kind of a rodent
It's possible.
that evolved um, in the direction of being consumer of leaves, maybe grains, and after that acquired the habit of being omnivorous,
It's certainly
consuming meat. It's possible, teacher.
well, I'm certainly no scientist. I don't know. I wonder if Hyde thinks we evolved from rodents.
I think that is more plausible that we are descendants from a kind of how can I say an animal who 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 walk on four feet. In Portuguese is that word. I don't know in English.
Quadruped.
Quadruped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's more plausible that we are descendants from a quadruped animal than from an ancient bird, for example.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I'm more into physics, and biology doesn't interest me as much. I find, though, that when you get into science, the more you get into it, the more crazy things sound, whether it be in biology or physics or cosmology. The study of the very big or the very small just seems very strange the more we look into it. But there's lots of evidence to indicate that this did happen. I'm no expert in evolutionary biology, and nor would I be interested in getting too far into that. Cosmology, on the other hand, I find fascinating, and that's where the meteor strike really enters into the story for me. And could another meteor strike hit us in the future, Keiko? Maybe, maybe not.
I think there are many questions to be answered. The scientists possibly have much what research. Oh, teacher lost his connection and hide either.